Good evening, Nathia ma'am.
Good evening. Sorry to make you wait.
It's okay. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
We
Namaste.
know you are really busy. So, but still, we are glad that you join with us today.
Namaste. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Namaste to all the teachers who were joined for this session and who were attended through the Zoom and also in YouTube. I welcome you all for this part of lecture series. I thank you for the organization. I thank you for Janaka sir and the two distinguished translators, Sujani ma'am and Suganti ma'am, because those persons only transcript everything, whatever we want to convey to you all with all your mother tongue and the languages which you have known. Okay, today we are dealing with Socratic method in teaching. Purely this topic also suggested by your sir, Janaka sir. Okay, so I want to just take a little theory as I used some scaffolded method in this lecture series. Okay, already we have seen the scaffolding method. Today we are going to familiar with the topic of Socratic method in teaching. Shall we begin? Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
I think no need to introduce myself. You all well known about me. So we skip this slide. Yes. This is a little summary. We have to just look back how much we came from module 1 from my lecture series. What are the things I have covered with you all? Okay, just a little summary. This is also a part of today's lecture series. Understanding STEM education, that is our first. Then integrating STEM in early childhood, curriculum development, and some supplementary resources which are helpful for your curriculum development. I mean, now you are taking that lesson plan, sub-theme, theme and all. I have already shared some resources and how you made it. You can get the help from that lecture series also. Hands-on experiential learning, applying the scientific methods in your teaching methodology, mathematical concepts in early childhood, technology in the classroom, and I forgot to put that artificial intelligence. Yes, Sujani ma'am, right?
Yeah,
Artificial
ma'am. Of
intelligence
course, they are.
before technology. Yes.
So,
Artificial intelligence, some resources which are purely useful to all the teachers.
ma'am, it was connected with technology in the classrooms. That thing in that session.
Technology, yes, that is also connected with technology, but that AI is different from technology.
Yeah, but okay. I don't
Yes.
know which lecture you have taken that part, no? So,
Artificial intelligence, I have taken separate lecture series.
right.
Purely how you create a slideshow presentation,
Yes, yes, I remember.
create worksheet within a minute.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is artificial intelligence session.
Mm.
Then after the technology in the classrooms, engineering and design thinking. How you teach engineering and design thinking to your children, some activities, ideas, and resources for that, and promoting collaboration and communication. That part, not a detailed one, but we have touched that part in all these slides. Supporting diverse learners. We see so many, how many diverse learners we have to cover in teaching session. The teaching transaction process, not only the normal kid, we have to face all type of kids that we have covered. Assessment and reflection. We have seen the holistic developmental card, okay? And creative and inclusive learning. That also we have seen. And family and community engagement and professional development and continuous learning. So these are all the topics we have covered from far, we came far away. So we have covered all those sessions. I hope all these sessions, don't forget, just recap it. Whenever you have a time, just take a recap. If it is an Nadia ma'am lecturers, which is lecture 1, what are the important topic? Take a gist of it. And what are the important resources which may be useful for you, the lifelong learning, and also access to the classroom teaching. So take a gist of, because we are covering the lecture series, you are listening it, but you have to use it. The success of the lecture series is you, the teachers, use it wisely, and you have to update yourself. You have to keep in touch with all those resources and the thinking. So all these are the success which I meant for my lecture series. So it's just a little recap. Whoever joined recently, you can go through the SAI website, or in Facebook. You can have the look of my previous lecture series so that you can get an idea. It may be helpful for you in all your future teaching learning process, from the admission, creating lesson plan, or if you are a head of the school. Every lecture series is useful for you all. Thank you. Sujani ma'am, do you
Yeah,
want to
thank
continue
you.
or we can go?
Just in a brief.
Okay.
අපිත් එක්ක අද දේශනයට සම්බන්ධ වෙලා ඉන්නේ නාත්‍ය මහත්මිය. ඉතින් නාත්‍ය මහත්මිය අපට මේ ස්ට්‍රීම් এডুকেෂන් පිළිබඳව ලෙක්චර් මාලාවක් ගෙනාවා. එතකොට මොඩියුල් 1, මොඩියුල් 2 කියලා අපි එක දෙකට කඩලා තමයි යන්නේ. ඉතින් මොඩියුල් 1 එකේ මේ පළවෙනි ලෙක්චර් 10 අය අපට ඒ පිළිබඳ දැනුම ලබා දුන්නා. අපි මොඩියුල් 2 ස්ටාර්ට් කරලා තියෙන්නේ ලෙක්චර් 11 එකේ ඉඳලා. නමුත් ඕගලන්ට මේ ලෙක්චර් 10 නැවත බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක වෙබ්සයිට් එකේ තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ඒක බැලුවේ නෑ කියලා මේ 11 ඉඳලා බලන අයට කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නෑ. හැබැයි ඕගොල්ලෝ ඒක බලනවා නම් ගොඩක් වටිනවා. අපි මේ ලෙක්චර් 10 තුල ඉගෙන ගත්ත දේවල් මේ ලිස්ට් එකේ තියෙනවා. ඒ ලිස්ට් එක අපි කියවන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ ලිස්ට් එක ඕගලන්ට ඒ ලෙක්චර්ස් 10ම සිංහලෙන් දෙමළෙන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා වෙබ්සයිට් එකේ තියෙනවා. ඕගලන්ට කැමති වෙලාවක ගිහලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් අපි ලෙක්චර් 11 ඉඳලා තමයි මොඩියුල් 2 එකේ ගියේ. දැන් ලෙක්චර්ස් දැන් මේ ටික මේ ටොපික්ස් ටික තමයි අපි කවර් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ටොපික් බයි ටොපික් අපි කියන්නේ යන්නේ නැහැ. වෙලාව නැති නිසා. සුගන්ධ මිස්.
Thank you, miss. இப்போ இன்னைக்கு எங்களோட லெக்சர்ஸ்ல இணைந்திருக்கிறது நதியா மேம். இப்போ நீங்க இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா மேம் இவ்வளவு நாளும் உங்களுக்காக, அதாவது இந்த விரிவுரை தொடர் ஆரம்பிச்ச நாள்ல இருந்து மேம் உங்களுக்கு படிப்பிச்ச அவ்வளவு லெக்சர் சீரீஸும் இதுல இருக்குது. அப்ப இதுல ஒன்னொன்னா நாங்க சொல்ல போறது இல்லை, ஏன்னா டைம் போகும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக. அப்ப இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அவ்வளவுமே உங்களுக்கு பலவிதமான பயன்களை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கும் இவ்வளவு நாளைக்கு. இப்போ இதுல பார்த்தவங்க இருப்பீங்க, பார்க்காதவங்க இருப்பீங்க. பார்க்காதவங்க worry பண்றது, இந்த லெக்சர் முடிஞ்சோன்னா திருப்பி நீங்க அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணத்தான் போறீங்க. அது இல்லாம இல்ல எங்களுக்கு அதை பத்தி இப்பவே பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க கூட எங்களோட வெப்சைட்ல போயிட்டு இந்த 10 லெக்சர்ஸுக்கான வீடியோஸும் பார்க்கலாம். இப்ப 11வது லெக்சர்ல இருந்து உங்களுக்கு வீடியோஸ் போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு. அப்ப இது மூலமா நீங்க பல வகையான விஷயங்கள் படிச்சுட்டு வாரீங்க. இப்ப லேட்டஸ்ட் அப்டேட்ஸ் நிறைய வருது. அது இல்லாம இத நீங்க கிளாஸ்ல எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த 2-3 கிழமையா உங்களுக்கு டீச்சிங் மெத்தடாலஜிஸ்ன்ற இதுக்கு கீழே மேம் 2-3 மெத்தட்ஸ் படிப்பிச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அப்ப இப்படி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இந்த லெக்சர் சீரீஸ்ல வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. இப்ப இது மேலதிக அப்டேட்ஸுக்கு நாங்க இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நாள் இருந்து பார்ப்போம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ சுகந்தி மேம். So, Socratic method. Have you all familiar with Socrates? Anyone have any idea who is Socrates?
ඔගොල්ලෝ සොක්‍රටිස් ගැන අහලා තියෙනවද? එහෙමනම් ඔගොල්ලෝ කමෙන්ට් බොක්ස් වල ෂෙයා කරන්න, chat box එකේ ෂෙයා කරන්න. සොක්‍රටිස් කියන්නේ කවුද කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා.
சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட் அப்படின்றது கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா இருந்தா chat பாக்ஸ்ல ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. அவர் யாரு, இது பத்தின இது என்ன மெத்தட் அப்படின்றத நீங்க சொல்லலாம்.
Okay. Socrates is a philosopher and also a teacher. He's a very well-known figure in English literature studies. So that is his famous quote, "I do not teach, I only ask questions." This is the famous quote by Socrates. Sujani ma'am, shall I continue to the next slide?
You can go. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So we are seeing about Socratic method in ECCD. Socrates, the famous quote is, "I do not teach, I only ask questions." What does it mean by? He will teach the content to the children by asking questions. That is like a reverse thinking order. Initially, we will do the lessons and then we will ask the questions from that content. But what the Socrates will do now, first he will ask the questions, and by probing all the questions, he meant all the children and coming to the conclusion of the main concept what he is going to teach. So this is Socratic method. Socratic methods involve asking open-ended questions that stimulate critical thinking and promote dialogue. This approach encourages children to explore their ideas and beliefs, fostering a deeper understanding of concepts. It shifts the focus from rote learning to active engagement in the classroom. So, this is the famous Socratic method. Sujani ma'am?
සොක්‍රටික් කියන්නේ කවුද? සොක්‍රටික් කියන්නේ ෆිලොසොෆර් කෙනෙක්, අධ්‍යාපනයට ගොඩාක් අධ්‍යාපනය ගැන කතා කරපු කෙනෙක්. ඉතින් මේ සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එක අපි early childhood development එකට එහෙම නැත්නම් මුල්ලමාවිය සංවර්ධනයට කොහොමද යොදාගන්නේ? ඒක කොහොමද? මොකද්ද සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එක මුල්ලමාවිය සංවර්ධනය සඳහා අපි යොදාගන්නේ? සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ තියෙන්නේ අපි දරුවන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්න අහමින් දරුවන්ගේ තාර්කික චින්තනය වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න. මේ දරුවන් සමග කතා කරමින් ඉගෙන ගන්න ක්‍රමයක් තමයි සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ ක්‍රමය තුලින් දරුවන්ට පුළුවන් වෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අදහස්, ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ විශ්වාස සහ ඒගොල්ලන් මේ අපි මොනවා හරි කියලා දෙන්න දෙයක් ගැන තේරුම් ගත්තා නම් ඒ ගැන කතා කරමින් ඉගෙන ගන්න. එතකොට මේක අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් උගන්වන ක්‍රමය අපි කියන්නේ රෝට් ලර්නින්. ඒ කියන්නේ ටීචර් කතා කරනවා දරුවෝ ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. ඒ ක්‍රමයෙන් බැහැරවට ගිහිලා දරුවන් සමග සංවාද තුලින් කතා කරමින් ප්‍රශ්න අහමින් නොයෙකුත් සංවාද යෙදෙමින් ඉගෙන ගන්න ක්‍රමයක් තමයි සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එක කියලා කියන්නේ.
சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட் என்றால் என்ன அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, இந்த சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தடை எப்படி இந்த ஆரம்ப கால கல்வியில பயன்படுத்துறது அப்படின்றத பத்தி தான் மேம் இப்ப பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அப்ப இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட் அப்படின்னு எடுத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அது வந்து கேள்வி கேட்டல் மூலம் படிச்சு கொடுக்குறது. அதாவது நாங்க சாதாரணமா ஒரு பாடத்தை விளங்கப்படுத்திட்டு அதுல இருந்து தான் கேள்வி கேட்போம். இப்ப இங்க என்ன செய்தாருன்னா, இந்த தத்துவ ஞானி அவரோட மெத்தடா என்ன சொல்றாருன்னு சொன்னா, கேள்வி கேட்டல் மூலம் பிள்ளைகளுக்கு படிப்பிக்கிறது. இதுதான் மெயினான ஒரு அவரோட மெத்தட். இப்ப இதுல என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு சொன்னா, பிள்ளைகளுக்கு தர்க்க ரீதியான சிந்தனை வளருது. அது இல்லாம அவங்களோட வார்த்தை பிரயோகங்களை நாங்க வளர்ச்சி பெற வைக்கிறோம். இப்ப இந்த முறைமையினால பிள்ளைகள் அவங்களோட சிந்தனை மற்றது நம்பிக்கைகள் அது இல்லாம ஒரு சில கோட்பாடுகள் அதுகளை கூட புரிஞ்சு கொள்றாங்க. அது இல்லாம இது ஒரு கற்றல் முறைக்கான ஒரு ஆக்டிவான ஒரு விஷயம். அதாவது ஒரு டீச்சர் கேள்வி கேட்டு கேட்டு படிப்பிக்கும் போது அந்த பிள்ளைகள் ஆன்சர் பண்ண கிளாஸே ஆக்டிவா இருக்கும். அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ஆக்டிவா என்கேஜ் பண்றீங்க பிள்ளைகளை. அப்ப அதைத்தான் நாங்க சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
Thank you, Sukanti ma'am. I have received comments philosopher from Vilasi, from Pariha Afwar, Safana Hussain, Nimul Faikan, Sherin, and Tushita, no Said's father, Muhammad Asaf, philosopher and writer, good. Pariha Afwar, teacher and student. Jane from philosopher, good. So many right answers I have received. Thank you, everyone. We will go to next slide. Yes. Practical examples in classroom. How can you use this Socratic as in practical? Teachers can use Socratic questioning by asking children, what do you think about? Or why do you believe? These questions encourage children to express their thoughts and engage in discussion, leading to deeper insights and understanding of the material. For example, if you're telling one story, a simple story to the kindergarten children, you can ask the children what happened next and why the crow took that vada from that old lady So what will you do if somebody takes some food from your plate? So these are some questions you can ask to children. Let them think and you can get the crazy answers for it. Trust me. Sujani ma'am?
Yeah. දැන් අපිට සොක්‍රටික් questioning කියන එකේ පොඩි උදාහරණ දෙකක් ඇය අපිට කියනවා. අපි දැන් අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් අහන්න පුළුවන් ඔයා ඒ ගැන මොකද හිතන්නේ? ඔයා මොකද්ද ඒ පිළිබඳව කරන්න යන්නේ? මෙන්න මේ වගේ දෙයක්. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් අපි කපුටා සහ කේජු කෑල්ල කතාව ගත්තොත් අපිට අහන්න පුළුවන් ඇයි ඒ කාක්කා ඒ කේජු කෑල්ල අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ? එහෙම නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පිගානේ කවුරු හරි කෑම අරන් ගියොත් ඕගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරන්නේ? ඉතින් මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් අහනකොට ඕගොල්ලෝ මොකද හිතන්නේ? මේ කපුට මේක අතාරීද නැද්ද? මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න අහනකොට දරුවෝ හිතලා උත්තර දෙන්න යනවා. හොඳටම විශ්වාසයි. ඕගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම කතා කරලා තියෙනවා. ඕගලන්ට හොඳ ලස්සන උත්තර හම්බෙන්නත් ඇති කියලා දරුවොත් එක්ක කතා කරනකොට.
இப்ப இந்த சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட்ல எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் எப்படி நாங்க இதை கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல யூஸ் பண்றது அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா சில கேள்விகள் மேம் வந்து இதுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிளா 2 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. நீங்க இதை பத்தி என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? ஒரு சந்தர்ப்பத்துல நீங்க இந்த பிள்ளைகள்ட்ட இந்த கேள்வியை கேட்கலாம். அது இல்லாம இதை எப்படி நம்புறீங்க, இது என்ன நடந்திருக்கும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி நீங்க கேட்கறது, இப்படியான கேள்விகள் கேட்கும் போது பிள்ளைகள் வந்து அவங்களோட மனசுல தோன்ற ஐடியாஸை வந்து அப்படியே எங்களுக்கு சொல்ல ஆரம்பிக்கிறாங்க. இது வந்து அவங்கள யோசிக்க வைக்குது, அவங்களோட மனசுக்குள்ள போய் அதை யோசிக்க வைக்குது. அதே நேரம் அதை பத்தி ரொம்ப புரிஞ்சு கொள்ள ட்ரை பண்றாங்க. அப்படி இருக்கும் போது இப்ப நீங்க காக்கையும் பாட்டியிட காக்கையும் வடையும் கதை எடுத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா நீங்க அந்த கதையில நீங்க கேட்கலாம், ஏன் காக்கா வந்து வடையை எடுத்துட்டு போச்சு, பாட்டி வந்து என்ன செஞ்சாங்க வடையை எடுத்துட்டு போகும் போது, அப்படி இல்லாட்டி நீங்க அந்த பாட்டியோட இடத்துல இருந்தா நீங்க என்ன செஞ்சிருப்பீங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி நீங்க கேள்விகளை கேட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா இல்லாட்டி கேட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் எவ்வளவு வடிவான பதில்கள் உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்குன்னு. பல்வேறு விதமான பதில்கள் உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ. Then insights of the Socratic method. How you incorporating Socratic methods in early childhood education can significantly enhance learning experiences. By fostering a culture of inquiry and dialogue, educators can help children develop essential skills that will benefit them throughout their educational journey and beyond. There is a proverb in the in Tamil lecture and also so many lecturers, the child who keep on asking questions from the age of 2 to 6 will be a good leader or will achieve a very high position in future. So there is a proverb called, the meaning of the proverb is like this. So the child who keep on questioning you about simple things, so they have some curiosity, want to know. So naturally the God inbuilt the human being with all the curiosity to learn the things on their own. So okay, we are just a tool to support the children to enhance that learning. So by probing the questions, keep on questioning the insights about the skills, whichever and whatever they had in the mind, it all come out. All the creative thinking will come out. All their skills from the birth, it all come out. So the probing questions is like a teaching methodology. If you keep on, there is no need to know. If you have known the answer, you can ask the question to children, not like that. You can ask the open-ended questions and you just wait back. You can see how many answers will come. So you will wonder, you will get surprised and shocked. Oh, this much the child can think. So that is the part of the learning system. So the insight of the Socratic method is that miracle in every child, you have to ignite it. Sujani ma'am?
අපි දන්නවා දැන් දරුවන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහනකොට දරුවෝ කොයිතරම් ලස්සන උත්තර දෙනවද කියලා. ඉතින් මේකේ බෙනිෆිට් එක මොකක්ද මේ විදිහේ මේ ක්‍රමයෙන් අපිට ලැබෙන ප්‍රතිලාභ මොකක්ද කියනවනම් දරුවන්ගේ ඉගෙනුම් හැකියාව ඉගෙනුම අත්දැකීම අපිට බොහොම රසවත් සහ වටිනා අත්දැකීමක් කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එක තුලින්. එතකොට දරුවෝ ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා, ටීචර් කෙනෙක්ගෙන් උත්තර දෙනවා. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් දරුවන්ගේ හැකියාවන් වැඩි දියුණු කරන්නට, ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ කුසලතා සංවර්ධනය කරන්නට. දැන් ඇය කියනවා ඉන්දියාවේ සහ ලංකාවෙත් මේ වගේ අපි කියනවා ගොඩාක් ප්‍රශ්න අහන දරුවෝ. හැමතිස්සෙම ප්‍රශ්න අහලා උත්තර ගන්න දරුවෝ කවදා හරි හොඳ නායකයෙක් එහෙම නැත්නම් හොඳ දවසක හොඳ ඉගෙන ගන්න හොඳ යාගේ අධ්‍යාපනය සඵල කරගනි කියලා. මොකද දරුවෝ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන කියුරියොසිටි එකට තමයි අහන්නේ. ඇයි මේක මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ? ඇයි මේක මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ? විදියට අපි ඉන්නේ අපි එක කොටසක් දරුවන්ට මේ ඒගොල්ලන් අහන ප්‍රශ්න වලට උත්තර දෙන එක අපේ වගකීමක්, ඒක අපේ යුතුයකමක්. අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න අවශ්‍ය පසුබිම සකස් කරන එකත් අපේ රෙස්පොන්සිබිලිටි එකක්.
Thank you, miss. இப்ப இந்த இன்சைட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னு சொன்னா இதுல வந்து பிள்ளைகள் வந்து என்ன அனுபவத்தை பெறுறாங்க அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா நாங்க வந்து கேள்வி கேட்கறதன் மூலமா அப்படியே மேம் வந்து ஓப்பன் எண்டட் கொஸ்டின் ஒரு வேர்டை வந்து சொன்னாங்க. ஓப்பன் எண்டட் கொஸ்டின்னா ஒரு முடிவில்லாத கேள்வி, அதாவது ஒரு கேள்வியை கேட்டு அது முடியக்கூடாது. தொடர்ந்து கேள்விகள் கேட்டு 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 அந்த பிள்ளைகளோட ஆர்வத்தை கூட்டுறதன் மூலமா நாங்க அந்த பிள்ளைகளோட மனசுல உள்ள அவ்வளவு விஷயத்தையும் வெளியில எடுக்கிறோம். அப்ப இந்த இப்படியான விஷயங்கள் ஒரு சில நேரம் இந்த நாங்க கேள்வி கேட்க 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 அந்த பிள்ளைகள் தூண்டப்படுறாங்க, ரொம்பவே தூண்டப்படுறாங்க. அவ்வளவு காலமும் அவங்களோட வயதுக்கு அவங்க பார்த்த விஷயங்கள், அவங்களோட அனுபவங்கள், அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது எல்லாத்தையுமே நாங்க இந்த ஓப்பன் எண்டட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் மூலமா வெளிக்கொண்டு வர முடியும். இந்த கேள்விகள்ன்றது ரொம்ப பவர்ஃபுல்லானது. கேள்வி கேட்கறதன் மூலம் பிள்ளைகளோட ஆள் மனதுக்குள்ள போய் அவங்களோட எல்லா விஷயங்களையும் நாங்க வெளியெடுக்கிறது மட்டும் இல்லாம இந்த பிள்ளைகளுக்கு முக்கியமான திறன்கள் கூட இதால வளருது. ஒரு பிள்ளைக்கு தேவையான அத்தனை திறனும் வந்து இதுல வளருது அப்படின்றதுதான் இந்த சாக்ரட்டிஸ் மெத்தட். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ சுகந்தினி. Socratic probing questions. So Socratic question method, how can keep the discussion focused? If you discuss on something, you have to focus on the topic, which topic you are going to discuss, and keep the discussion intellectually responsible. Then stimulate the discussion with probing questions. So periodically summarize what has and what has not been dealt with and or resolved. Like the same thing, I introduce my sessions with some summarize. How many lecturers I have done. If there is some lecturers are not resolved by yourself, you are not get it properly. There is something you have. So I have to summarize and I have to keep in touch from my lecturer one. So I'll keep on questions in between. How many by means which like that Sujani ma'am, I asked Sujani ma'am in which session I have used the artificial intelligence. She said, ma'am, AI and technology is same. No, AI and technology are not same. So I ask a little question in between that. So first I'll give the summarize of what I have done, and in that I'll ask one question. Like that, you just focus on the topic. For example, if it is in a max, you are doing some block activity, building blocks, like, so you build a little building block, you call a kindergarten children and you can ask, how many blocks do you think are in this tower? If it is 3 or 2, then you have to follow up. How did you count them? So if he said there are 3 blocks, then immediately you can ask the child, how did you count them? So the questions will be raised after that. So if it is a shapes or sorting, so the child said this shape is square, then you have to ask, what makes this shape as a square? Why this shape as square? Then the child will think and he will tell, ma'am, square has 4 sides. So he will learn the square has 4 sides by your questioning. So you can follow up. Can you find other objects in the same plate with the same shape? So the child will look for the plate in the same shape of the object. So this is how you can probing the questions in your activity in mathematics or in language or any kind of subjects. By asking questions wisely, the children can learn things very easily, grasp it quickly, and it also stay in the memory forever. Sujani ma'am?
yes ma'am, thank you. දැන් අපි එය මෙතන උදාහරණයක් කියනවා කොහොමද අපි විමර්ශනය කරලා දරුවොත් එක්ක විමර්ශනය කරන ගමන් ඔවුන්ගේ දැනුම විමර්ශනය කරන ගමන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ කියලා. අපි දැන් අපි මොකක් හරි දරුවත් එක්ක සංවාදයකට යෙදෙනවා නම් questions අහනවා නම් අපි අපේ මේ මොකක් සම්බන්ධයෙන්ද අපි මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අහන්නේ කියලා අපි හොඳ focus එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊළඟට අපි මේ ප්‍රජානන සංවර්ධනයට මේක කොහොමද දරුවගේ මානසික බුද්ධි සංවර්ධනයට යොදාගන්නේ කියලා අපි හිතන්නට ඕනේ. ඉතින් අපි දැන් දරුවගේ සංවර්ධනයට අපිට දෙන්න අවශ්‍ය ටොපික් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒක ස්ටිමියුලේට් කරලා තමයි ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනේ. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් අපි හිතනවා අපි දරුවන්ට ෂේප්ස් උගන්වනවා කියලා. දැන් අපි හිතමු අපි ෂේප්ස් ගොඩක් දීලා දරුවන්ට කියනවා ඔයා මෙතන මේකෙන් හතර කොටුවක් තෝරලා දෙන්න. ඉතින් දරුවෝ අපිට ස්ක්වයර් එකක් තෝරලා දුන්නාම හතර කොටුවක් අපි අහනවා දරුවන්ගෙන්. ඔයා කොහොමද මේක හතර කොටුව කියලා තෝරගත්තේ? ඔයා කොහොමද මේක ස්ක්වයර් එකක් කියලා දන්නේ? එතකොට දරුවා ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න පුළුවන්. දරුවෝ කියනවා ටීචර් මේකේ පැති හතරක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ආයෙත් අහන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් මේ වගේ ස්ක්වයර්ස් තව මෙතන තියනවාද? හොයලා බලන්න. එතකොට සමහරවිට අපි හිතමුකෝ දැන් දරුවෙක් වැරදිලා කියනවා රෙක්ටැන්ගල් එකක් වගේ එකක්. එතකොට අපිට අහන්න පුළුවන් මේක ස්ක්වයර් එකක්ද? මේකෙත් පැති හතරක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ වගේ දේවල් එතකොට දැන් දරුවෝ හිතනවා ඇයි මේක ස්ක්වයර් එකක් වෙන්නේ? ඇයි මේක රෙක්ටැන්ගල් එකක් වෙන්නේ? මේකෙත් පැති හතරයිනේ මේකෙත් පැති හතරයිනේ. ඉතින් ඔහොම ප්‍රශ්න අහමින් අපිට පුළුවන් දරුවන්ගේ බුද්ධි සංවර්ධනයට ඉවහල් වෙන්න ප්‍රශ්න ඇසීම තුලින්ම දරුවන්ට සිතන්න විමර්ශනයට ඉඩ දෙන්නට පුළුවන්.
இப்ப இந்த நாங்க கேள்விகளை எழுப்பும் போது அதுக்கு ஒரு முறைமை இருக்குது. இப்ப நாங்க கிளாஸ்ல படிப்பிக்கும் போது நீங்க கேள்வி கேட்க விட்டுட்டு அப்படியே ஏதாவது கேட்கட்டும் அப்படின்றது இல்லை. இதுல உள்ள டார்கெட் நாங்க கேள்வியை கேட்கும் போது அதுக்கு ஒரு குறிக்கோள் இருக்கணும். அந்த குறிக்கோள் சரியா இருக்கணும். அது அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ் ஒரேடியா போறதுக்கும் விடக்கூடாது. அப்ப அது சரியான விஷயமா இருக்கணும். அது இல்லாம இந்த கேள்வி கேட்கும் போது அது அறிவார்ந்த விஷயமாவும் இருக்கணும். அது இல்லாம இந்த கேள்விகள் மேலும் மேலும் விவாதத்தை கூட்டுற மாதிரி, அந்த பிள்ளைகளோட கேள்விகளை கூட்டுற மாதிரி, இல்லாட்டி அது மனசுல உள்ள விஷயங்களை வெளியில எடுக்கிற மாதிரியா தூண்டுதலா அமையணும். அது இல்லாம இப்ப இடைக்கிட நாங்க பீரியாடிக்கல் சமரைஸ்ல என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு சொன்னா உள்ளதையும் இல்லாததையும் அவ்வப்போது சுருக்க. மேம் அந்த நோட்டை மட்டும் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல.
Periodically summarize. இப்போ now we are doing on storytelling session. For example, சுகந்தி மேம் தமிழ்ல சொல்லனா இப்ப நம்ம ஒரு ஸ்டோரி சொல்றோம். ஏதோ ஒரு காக்கா வடநரி ஏதோ ஒரு கதைன்னு சொல்லுங்களேன். அந்த ஸ்டோரி சொல்ல ஆரம்பிச்ச போதே கொஞ்ச நேரத்துலாம் ஏன் அந்த நரி அப்படி பண்ணுச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கிறோம். அப்போ ஏன் கேட்கிறோம்னா அந்த குழந்தை அட்டென்டிவா இருக்கா, அந்த ஸ்டோரி கவனிக்குதா அப்படின்ற ஒரு நோக்கம் இருக்கும். இன்னொரு விஷயம், அடுத்து திரும்ப அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு அடுத்து அந்த ஸ்டோரியில இருக்கிற சினாரியோ போகும்போதே நீங்க ஒரு சின்ன சமரை சொல்லணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் காக்கா வந்துச்சா, பாட்டி வடை சுட்டுட்டு இருந்தாங்களா, ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ரீகேப். அந்த மாதிரி இப்ப நீங்க சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிற கதையை ஒரு ரீகேப்பாவும் சொல்லலாம். இல்ல அவங்க கேட்டு இருக்கிற கொஸ்டின்ல ஒரு 4 கொஸ்டின், இப்ப நம்ம ஷேப் சொன்னோம், ஸ்கொயர்ன்னு எப்படி கண்டுபிடிச்ச அப்படின்னு நம்ம கேட்கிறோம். அப்ப அந்த குழந்தை என்ன சொல்லுது, 4 சைடு கார்னர் இருக்கிறதுனால நான் ஸ்கொயர்ன்னு சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லுது. இப்ப அடுத்த கேள்வி நம்ம என்ன கேட்கிறோம், அப்ப அதே மாதிரி 4 சைடு இருக்கிற வேற ஏதாவது ஒரு ஷேப் எடுன்னு சொல்றோம். இப்ப அடுத்து 3ஆவதா ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கும் போது அந்த 4th கொஸ்டின் வரும்போது நீங்க எல்லா குழந்தைகிட்டையும் இப்ப வருண் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன சொன்னா, ஸ்கொயருக்கு 4 சைட்ஸ் சொன்னா, சோ .1 டேக்கன். சோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்கொயர் 4 சைட்ஸ்ல இருக்கிற இன்னொரு ஷேப் எடுக்க சொன்னா, சோ you have to summarize it. ஸோ வருண் சொன்னான்னு சொல்லும்போது குழந்தைங்களுக்கு இன்னும் அது வந்து மைண்ட்ல இருக்கும். ஸோ ப்ராக்டிக்கலா அது நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. இட்ஸ் அ ப்ராக்டிக்கல் திங்கிங், ப்ராக்டிக்கல் டீச்சிங் லேர்னிங் ப்ராசஸ் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங். ஸோ இந்த மிடில் ஆஃப் த செஷன் யூ ஹாவ் டு கிவ் த சம்மரைஸ். நீங்க அந்த கேள்வி கேட்டு அந்த பதில் சொல்ற அந்த பாதி டிபேட்ல வரும்போதே நீங்க ஆரம்பிச்சதுல இருந்து இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு குயிக் சம்மரி சொல்லிடணும். ஸோ குழந்தைங்க எங்க இருந்து வந்துட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னு போகணும். ஸோ ரிசால்வ் பண்ணி அதை முடிக்கணும். முடிவுல அந்த நீங்க என்ன கோலோட வந்தீங்களோ அந்த கோல் நிறைவேறணும் அந்த கிளாஸ்ல. இதை தாண்டி டீவியேட் ஆகக்கூடாது, ரிசால்வ் ஆகாமையும் போகக்கூடாது. எந்த நோக்கத்தோட வந்தீங்களோ அது ரிசால்வ் ஆயிருக்கணும். இன்னைக்கு நீங்க ஷேப்பை பத்தி சொல்லி கொடுக்க போறீங்க, முழுசும் தெரிஞ்சிடணும் ஸ்கொயரை பத்தினா, அந்த நோக்கம் முழுமையா போய் சேர்ந்திருக்கும் குழந்தைகளுக்கு அந்த கேள்வி பதில் மூலமா. தட்ஸ் ஆல்.
தேங்க்யூ மேம், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
Yes, the thing is, yeah, this is Socratic method of teaching in 4. First one is open-ended questioning. Then hypothesis and argument generation. The argument will come. Like that, if there is some argument is going, milk is veg or non-veg. All the vegetarians can have milk. But there is one argument is going, milk is also comes under non-veg. So this is some hypothesis question. We can't like that egg, which is come first, egg or chicken. But it was resolved. Do you know that? In the world argument, it was resolved chicken came first. But we can't accept that. That is a hypothetical question. Okay. So Elenchus, cross-examination, counter-example, and refutation. That means you can cross-examine. The child said this is one thing, you can cross it. How do you know that? In the storytelling, if the character take one role, you can ask the children why that character do that activity. நீங்க சொல்லலாம், ஏன் அவர் அப்படி பண்ணாரு, அவர் ஏன் அதை பண்ணாரு அப்படின்னு நீங்க கேட்டால் the child will think, ஆமா அவர் ஏன் இப்படி பண்ணாரு, அவர் ஏன் இப்படி பண்ணாம போனாரு. So the real learning will happen. Dialectal, not dictatia. That means அவங்க டயலாக் பேசி பேசி நுண்ணறிவும் திறனும் அந்த கிரிட்டிக்கல் திங்கிங்கும் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வரும். நீங்க டிக்டேட் பண்ணி அவங்க ஒண்ணு தெரிஞ்சுக்கல. தட் இஸ் அ ட்ரெடிஷனல் கிளாஸ் ரூம். யூ ரைட் சம்திங் ஆன் போர்ட், த சில்ட்ரன் காப்பி இட் ஃப்ரம் த புக். And if you teach something and you ask to copy it to the notebook, they are copying from your words. But the Socratic method, no copying, no rote learning. That's a real learning which will happen through the probing questions based on your concept. Sujani ma'am, do you want to convey this?
Yeah.
Yes.
දැන් පසුගිය පාඩමේදී ඇය අපට ක්‍රම තුනක්ම කියලා දුන්නත් එක හතරවෙනි එක විදියට ඇය කිව්වේ අපි දැන් පහුගිය ස්ලයිඩ් එකේදී ඇය කිව්වා දැන් අපි දරුවන්ට පාඩම කියලා දුන්න කියනකෝ රෙක්ටැන්ගල් වලට වෙනකම් ඊට පස්සේ කියලා දුන්නට පස්සේ දරුවන්ට අපිට අහන්න පුළුවන් දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගත්තා අද දවසේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත එක අපි දරුවන්ට සමරයිස් කරලා කියලා දෙන එකත් ගොඩාක් ඉම්පෝටන්ට් පාඩම අවසානයේදී මොකද දරුවන්ගේ හිතේ තව ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ සමරයිස් කරනකොට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් දැන් මේ දරුවට මේ පිළිබඳව හැමදේම තේරුණා කියන එක අපිට දැනගන්නට පුළුවන්. ඒකත් සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ එක අංගයක් විදිහට අය කලින් ස්ලයිඩ් එකේදී සඳහන් කරා. දැන් අය මෙතනදී තව සඳහන් කරනවා සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ ක්‍රම හතරක්. එකක් තමයි open ended questioning. ඉතින් මේක අපි කලිනුත් කතා කරා. ඒ කියන්නේ දරුවට උත්තරය ළඟටම දීලා අපි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. මේ දැන් අපි කලින් ඇහුවා වගේ මේ මොන ෂේප් එකක්ද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඇයි එහෙම හිතන්නේ? ඇයි කාකා කෙජු කෑල්ල අරගෙන ගියේ? දැන් මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න open ended question කියන්නේ දරුවට උත්තරය ඉක්මනින්ම ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන් විදියට ගලපලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන එක. ඊළඟට hypothesis and argument generation. දැන් hypothesis එකක් කියන්නේ අපි උපකල්පනයක් හදාගන්න එක. ආගියුමන්ට් එකක් කියන්නේ තර්කයක්. ඉතින් අපි උපකල්පනයක් සහ තර්කයක් ඩිවෙලොප් කරගන්න ඕනේ අපි දරුවෙකුට මොනවා හරි කියලා දෙනකොට. අය උදාහරණයක් විදිහට කියනවා දැන් බිත්තරයේද කලින් ආවේ කුකුලද මේ කිකිලිද ඉස්සෙල්ලා ආවේ කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපිට තිබුණා නේද? ඉතින් දැන් අය කියනවා කිකිලි තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලා ආවේ කියලා. දැන් මේක ලෝකේ හොයාගෙන තියෙනවා කියලා. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට හයිපොතීසිස් එකක් අපි අපේ ආගියුමන්ට් එකෙන් අවසානයේදී අපි දරුවොත් එක්ක කතා කරලා ආගියුමන්ට් එකක් උපකල්පනයක් හදා ගන්න ඕනේ තර්ක කරමින්. ඒකත් එක්කම අපි මේ මෙතන නිල් පාට රෝමෙන් සඳහන් කරනවා අපි දරුවන්ට හැමතිස්සෙම දැන් ඩයලෙක්ටිකල් ලර්නින් එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ තර්කාත්මකව හිතලා තාර්කිකව හිතලා උත්තර දෙන්න තමයි අපි අවස්ථාව දෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඩිඩැක්ටිකල් නෙමෙයි. ඩිඩැක්ටිකල් කියන්නේ උපදේශනය දෙනවා. අපි කලින් දැන් කියන්නේ මෙහෙම කරන්න, මෙහෙම කරන්න, මෙහෙම කරන්න. එහෙම කියන්නේ නෑ. දරුවන්ටම හිතලා බලලා තර්කානුකූලව හිතන්න බලලා තාර්කිකව හිතන්න අපි අවස්ථාව දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම අපි ක්‍රොස් එක්සෑම් කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් දරුවා ප්‍රශ්න අහනකොට අපි තවත් නැවත ක්‍රොස් එක්සැමිනේෂන් කියන්නේ නැවත අතරින් ප්‍රශ්න අහලා අතරින් උදාහරණ දීලා තමයි අපි දරුවගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නට ඕනේ. ඉතින් මේක තමයි මේ සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ තියෙන ක්‍රම 4 විදිහට ඇය මෙතන සඳහන් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. සුගන්ධ මිස්
Did it, miss? Ma'am can continue.
Yeah, ma'am, you can go to the
Yes.
next slide that you
Yeah,
have
I can.
in Tamil. Yeah.
This is Socratic manner. I'll show one example video for it. It's a theory part. Then we can go for video part. You will clear the all the doubts in that video. Exploring complex moral and ethical issues with no definite answers. And teaching deep analysis of text, literature, or scenario and debates. Then teaching moral studies and moral dilemmas. Teaching scientific inquiries, issue, or experiment. Analyzing and solving complex real world problems or psychology or business case studies. So developing visual literacy and critical thinking ability in art classes. In-depth analysis and interpretation of literary works. These 7 areas are actively using Socratic manner in some schools. So you can study this concept and how can we use this Socratic method in our schools. In later video, you will get to know. I hope you will all use this Socratic method as in any one period in your day. Okay, these are 7 areas. Now the Socratic method is using effectively. Sujani ma'am?
Ma'am, actually, some of the words here, it's really difficult to translate easily.
Okay, we can skip it. There is one video for Socratic manner. I have put it for the complex
I will
thing.
try to just
So they
give
will
a
get
gist.
to know.
Yeah, okay. Teachers මෙතන තියෙන්නේ මේ Socratic manner එක ගැන ලියපු අංශ 7.
Nothing, Sujani ma'am, you can tell there is some complex moral and ethical means there is some traditional method we are following, but we can't argue whether it is right or not.
Yeah, that I can say, but the other things, the moral and ethical I can explain. I will try, ma'am. So then අපි Socratic manner එකේ අපි කතා කරනකොට අපි සමහර වෙලාවට හරිම උත්තරයක් දැන් අපිට හරිම උත්තරයක් හම්බෙන්නේ නැතු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා. දැන් අපි මේ පිළිබඳව ඇත්තටම මේක සිංහලෙන් හරියටම පැහැදිලි කරන්න ටිකක් අමාරුයි. අපි මේ අය අපිට ඉදිරියට මේ ගැන වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්නයි. එතකොට තව ටිකක් තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. එතකොට අපිට තවත් දැනගන්න පුළුවන් නොයෙකුත් ලිටරචර් ගැන නොයෙකුත් දේවල් ගැන අපිට විවාද කරන්නට පුළුවන්. දරුවන්ට moral studies අපිට කියලා දෙන්න. අපි දන්නවා moral studies ගැන තවත් අපිට කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට scientific inquiry කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟට analyzing and solving complex real world problem ඒ කියන්නේ සමහර ජීවිතයේ තියෙන ප්‍රායෝගික ප්‍රශ්න ප්‍රායෝගික ජීවිතයට මනෝවිද්‍යාවට සහ ඊළඟට බිස්නස් වෙන මේ වගේ වලට අපිට අදාළ කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ වගේ තව ගොඩාක් දේවල් මෙතන තියෙන. අතර මේක හරියටම සිංහලට ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරන්න ටිකක් මට අමාරුයි. මොකද වචන මේ හැම එකටම හොයාගන්න බැරි නිසා එකපාරම. Ma'am, you can go on. Sugandhi miss, what about you?
Just
I
give.
think Suganti ma'am can't explain. Because you felt tough means how can Suganti ma'am will don't worry guys, I'll have video.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the
The
ma'am.
Socratic method of questioning. Identify and define your problem. Identify the impact of your belief and thoughts and examine the meaning of events. This is the basic of questioning. And there is some things. So, what about questioning means? These are some of the questions which can probe the answers in the topic of the heading. So, challenging assumptions. If you telling story means you can there is some assumptions. So you can ask the children what would happen if, what could be assumed instead, how could you verify or disapprove? So how did you choose those assumptions? So it comes under the challenging. And there is some examining, evaluate and rational. How do you know this? How might it be refuted? What do you think causes? And what evidence is there that supports? These are some type of Socratic questions based on that heading. So you can go through these questions. What does mean? What is the point of the question you are asking? Why do you think I asked this question? So these are some example for the questions under the heading meta and considering. So this is the short summary. Just listen this, that's enough. The Socratic method. You can start with open-ended question and you propose the idea based on the question. And you probe this idea with progressive questioning. Then repeat 2 to 3 times until the best idea are developed among the children. You can read it and you can see. For example, we have seen a nature walk, right, Sujani ma'am? Already we have seen the nature walk. In
Yeah.
that, you can ask the children, what do you think the plant needs to grow? What do you think the plant needs to grow? So that all the children will tell one is sunlight, water, or they will give so many answers. So you have to follow it with the another question. How can we test it? How can we test it? The plant need this to grow. So they will come up with another idea. So if you keep on asking this questioning, you can finish the lesson of from seed to plant, the seedling progress in nature subject. Successfully, you can complete the lesson plan in probing question and getting the answers from the children. So you can start the lesson with one open-ended question. So you keep on the questioning based on the answers the children giving. So you propose the idea based on the question. So probe this idea with this progressive questioning. What is mean by probe means you can search. If you have sunlight in your mind, so you can ask the question when can you get the sunlight from the children mouth? So you have to probe this idea with the progressive questioning. So you have to repeat it 2 to 3 times until the best idea are developed. This is the Socratic method short summary. Sujani ma'am.
Yeah. thank you ma'am. දැන් බලන්න මේ සොක්‍රටි මෙතඩ් එක කෙටි සමරි එකක් තමයි මෙතන මේ ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. ස්ටෙප් 1 අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහලා පටන් ගන්නවා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ අපි දරුවන්ට උගන්වන්නට යනවා කියලා පැලයක් කොහොමද ලොකු වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් අපි දරුවන්ගෙන් අහනවා ප්‍රශ්නකින් අපි අහලා පටන් ගන්නවා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මේ මෙන්න මෙතන ලොකු ගහක් තියෙනවා. ඔගොල්ලෝ හිතන්නේ මේ ලොකු ගහ මෙහෙමම මෙතෙන්ට ආවා කියලාද? දැන් මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක්. එතකොට දරුවෝ කියනවා නැහැ. මේ ගහ මෙහෙම වෙන්න බෑ ගහ. එතකොට සමහරු දරුවෝ ගොඩක් ප්‍රශ්න කියන්න පුළුවන්. මේ ගහ මෙතන ගෙනලා හිටෙව්වා, මේ ගහ ඇටයකින් පැලවුණා, ගොඩක් දේවල් කියන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි අදහසක් ඒ දරුවෝ දෙන උත්තරය මුල් කරගෙන ස්ටෙප් 2 එතකොට අපි ආයෙත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. ඕගොල්ලෝ හිතන්නේ මෙතන ඇටයක් නිකන් ආවා කියලා මේ ගහ පැලවුණාද? දැන් මේක තමයි. එතකොට අපි අයිඩියා එක දරුවන්ට අපි දෙන්න යන මේ ඇටයකින් ගහක් වැටලා ලොකු වෙච්ච නැටි කියලා දෙන්න කියලා හිතනකෝ. දැන් අපි අහනවා මෙහෙම ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතන්නේ ඇටයක් දැපුවම මේ ගහ නිකම්ම පැලවුණා කියලා. එතකොට දරුවෝ කියනවා නෑ. ඊට පස්සේ එහෙනම් නැත්තම් කොහොමද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොනවද හිතන්නේ? එතකොට සමහර දැන් දරුවෝ උත්තර දෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි ඇටයක් පැල කරනවා. එතකොට අපිට ආයෙත් අහන්න පුළුවන් ඇටය පැල කරපුවාම විතරක් මේ ගහ හැදෙයිද? තව මොනවද ඕනේ? ඉතින් අපිට මෙන්න මේ විදිහට දැන් පස්සේ දරුවෝ තව මොනවා හරි අපිට උත්තර දෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඒ උත්තරේ එතනට තමයි අපි ස්ටෙප් 3 එකට යන්නේ. ස්ටෙප් 4 අපි නැවත ඒ ක්වෙස්චන් එකම අහලා දරුවෝ හරිම උත්තරයක් දෙනකම් අපි එකම ප්‍රශ්නය දෙසරයක් තුන් සැරයක් අහලා දරුවන්ගෙන්ම උත්තරේ ගන්නවා. නැත්නම් අපි ටීචර් ගිහිල්ලා මේ ඇටයක් තමයි මෙතන පැලවිලා තමයි ගහක් ආවේ කියලා අපි පරණ ක්‍රමයට නෙවෙයි දැන් සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ මෙන්න මේ ක්‍රමයට තමයි අපිට දරුවන්ට ප්‍රශ්න අහලා උගන්වන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. මේක තමයි සමරි එක. සුගන්ධ මිස්.
Yeah, மிஸ் தேங்க்யூ. ஸோ இப்போ என்னன்னு சொன்னா இந்த சாக்ரட்டிவ் மெத்தடை வந்து ஒரு வரைபடத்துல மேம் வந்து ஒரு சமரியா காட்டியிருக்கிறாங்க. இதுல என்னன்னு சொன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்டா மேம் வந்து சொல்லியிருக்கிறது ஸ்டார்ட் வித் ஓப்பன் எண்டட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ், அதாவது முடிவில்லா கேள்வியா ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம். கேள்வி கேட்டுக்கொண்டே போகும்போது இந்த கேள்வியில வந்து இப்ப ஒரு மரத்தை உதாரணமா எடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு மரம் வளர்றதுக்கு என்ன தேவை, இந்த மரம் வந்து ஒரு மரத்தை காட்டி இந்த மரம் எப்படி வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு நீங்க இது வந்து சும்மா வீட்டுல இருந்து கொண்டு வந்து வச்சதா இல்லாட்டி எப்படி இது வளர்ந்துருக்கும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கும் போது அதை வந்து இதை பத்தின சில கேள்விகளை கேட்டு அவங்கள செகண்ட் ஸ்டெப்புக்கு கொண்டு போறோம். இப்ப இதுல வந்து பல வகையான ஐடியாஸ் வரும். இந்த ஐடியாஸை வச்சு நாங்க என்ன செய்யறோம்னு சொன்னா அதை வந்து ஒரு இந்த மரம் வளர்றதுக்கு உண்மையான ரீசன் என்னன்றத சரியா ஒரு அப்டேட் எடுத்து அதை வந்து அதை வச்சு திருப்பி அதை வளர்க்குறது அந்த கேள்வி. அப்ப அதாவது இப்ப பிள்ளைகள் வந்து பலவிதமா சொல்றாங்க. பதில் நான் ஒரு விதைய போட்டேன் அதனால வளர்ந்துச்சு, நான் ஒரு சின்ன செடியை கொண்டு வந்தேன் அதனால வளர்ந்துச்சு, மேல இருந்து ஏதோ விழுந்துச்சு அதுல வளர்ந்துச்சு, இப்படி பலவிதமானதுகள் சொல்லும் போது நாங்க அதுல வந்து ஒரு ப்ரோக்ரஸிவான கொஸ்டின்ஸை அதை வச்சு அடுத்த ஸ்டெப்புக்கு கூட்டிட்டு போறோம். அதான் தேர்ட் ஸ்டெப். அதுக்கு பிறகு என்ன செய்யறோம்னு சொன்னா கடைசியா இதை வந்து ஒரு சரியான ஐடியா, அதாவது இந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கேட்டு நாங்க பிள்ளைகளுக்குள்ள என்னத்தை நாங்க குறிக்கோளா வச்சு இதை பிள்ளைகளுக்கு கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறோமோ அந்த ஐடியாவை, இப்ப மரம் வளர்றதுக்கு விதை வேணும், மண் வேணும், சூரிய ஒளி வேணும், தண்ணி வேணும் அப்படின்றது அந்த ஐடியா தான் பிள்ளைகளுக்கு போகணுமா இருந்தா அந்த ஐடியாவை கேள்வி மூலமாவே கேட்டு அந்த ஐடியா பிள்ளைகளுக்கு போய் சேர்ற அளவுக்கு கொஸ்டின்ஸை கேட்டு அதை வந்து பிள்ளைகளுக்குள்ள விதைக்கிறது தான் இந்த ஷார்ட் சமரியா மேம் ஒரு வரைபடத்துல காட்டியிருக்கிறாங்க. தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ சுகந்தி மேம். This is some tips for Socratic method. Okay, you can create a safe environment without a fear, and you can balance the participation to all students. You give equal opportunity to talk, especially for the shy children. The children who do not open their mouth for any criteria. You can let the chance given for that children. What's your suggestion in this story? Or can you give some example for this? So like that you can ask those shy students to talk and be flexible for unexpected turns in the topic, because it's a kind of debate. You can't expect where it goes to, where it leads to. For example, if your friend or you are chatting with the relative, okay, if you begin the chat, you just note where the chat begins. If your chat begins with your mother-in-law or your husband, note it down. And you keep on talking over the phone to your mother or friend based on the situations or something in your family or something personal discussion is going on with your friend. And you end up the talking with one topic, with one subject. If you start the topic with your husband and if it ends with something with the money, and make sure there is a connectivity between your husband and the money. Yes, it's true. It's a fact you can notice. If you start anything with one topic in your debate or any chatting with your friend, you can note it down the topic which you have started. and you end the conversation with one topic or some heading. There is always some connectivity between the beginning and the end topic. Yes, this is the factual, but this will help in your lessons. You can start the topic with one question and it will end in some direction. So there is a connectivity in between the beginning and also in the end. So you have to make sure to face the unexpected turns in your topic. Then promote depth and breadth. Guide them to connect their insights to a broader thinking, themes and implications. Because if you sharing the knowledge of the plant from seed until sapling, okay, so the leaves are coming, the leaves came with green color. So if you keep on questioning, the question probing to the child to think how the green color will come for the leaf. So it will go to sunlight. Then what happen if the sunlight is not there, and why the leaves turning into color yellow? So those things will go. I already told you now why the leaves color turns into yellow. I'm just checking. Do you have any memory on that? I told you before why the leaves color turned into yellow in trees. Some of the leaves are turned into yellow color. Why? No answers. So you are all not listening my lectures effectively, I think. Yes. No answers. I'm waiting for it. Why the leaves color turned into yellow? Trees. In trees, you can see some of the leaves turned into yellow. Why? What is the reason? You are all my students now. I am asking why. Have any idea? Even if it is wrong, you can just put it in comments box. Sujani ma'am, do you want to translate it?
ඔව් අය අපේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා ගස්වල කොළ කහපාට වෙන්නේ මොකද කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ උත්තරේ ටයිප් කරන්න නැත්නම් chat box එකේ ටයිප් කරන්න. ඇය අපිට මේ පිළිබඳව කලින් කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා.
மேம் இப்போ ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்டாங்க எங்கள்கிட்ட. என்னன்னு சொன்னா, மேம் இதை பத்தி பேசி இருக்கிறாங்க ஏற்கனவே, அதனால தான் அதை கேட்குறாங்க. எங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கா அப்படின்னு பாக்குறதுக்கு. மரத்தின் இலைகள் வந்து மஞ்சளாக காரணம் என்ன அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. அப்ப அதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு விடை தெரிஞ்சா chat பாக்ஸ்ல டைப் பண்ணுங்க.
Yes, I received the answer in YouTube. Safana Hussain, because of the sunshine? No. Vimuri Nugegoda, the sun is not coming? No. Fatima, there is no sun? No. Weather changing by Fariha? No. Because of sunshine? No. But there is one right answer came. Two right answer. Shanika Paranagama, I think, and the hobby underscore lobby. These two people said there is a lack of water. Good, I appreciate that is the one of the answer, but that is not the true answer. See, due to the water scarcity, the root automatically turned into survival mode. Marianne Ferguson, right? Lack of water, not overwatering, Menusha. Sherin Anthony, too sunshining, no. Changing water supply, yes, that is right. But I am telling you the right answer. This is the, I have given this explanation in my previous lectures. The root turn into survival mode because there is a scarcity and lack of water. So the root stops sending and supplying the water to all the leaves. It has stopped the feeding. So some of the leaves are green and some of them are turning yellow because the root wants to survive in that sunny period. So it changes to the survival mode. So due to that water not sending, it automatically turns into yellow. Right. This is the probing questions to get the answer from you all. This is the practical example I have given now. So kind of these questions make you to think. Okay. And I think someone is using the PowerPoint. There is 2 lines in my PPT. I don't know how. Okay. That's a promote depth and breadth, guide them to connect their insights to broader thinking, themes, and implications. You can summarize and synthesize. At the end of the class, you can summarize all the points, everything, and you can deliver the beautiful lesson which you have planned in your mind. Model curiosity and humility. So it's based on the curiosity. You can ignite the curiosity among the children and ignite that lesson which you have pre-planned in your mind. That is a kind of lesson plan you had created. Sujani ma'am, do you want to explain it or we can go next?
The gist of it, ma'am.
Yes.
දැන් අපි මේ මෙතන මේ ස්ලයිඩ් එකේ අපිට ටිප්ස් ටිකක් දෙනවා කොහොමද අපි ෆැසිලිටේටර්ස්ලා විදියට අපි දරුවන්ට උදව් කරන්න ඕනේ මොන වගේ දේවල්ද අපි කරන්න ඕනේ ක්ලාස් රූම් එකේදී කියලා. ඉතින් මෙතන හයක් දාලා තියෙනවා අංශ හයක්. අපි දරුවන්ට කතා කරන්නට අවශ්‍ය පරිසරය හදලා දෙන්න ඕනේ බය නැතුව කතා කරන්න. දැන් දරුවන්ට අපි ඒගොල්ලෝ අහන උත්තර වලට අපි දුන්නොත් නෙගටිව් ආන්සර්ස් අපෝ මොකක්ද ඒ කිව්වේ sorry මෙන්න මේ විදිහට අපි දරුවන්ට කතා කරොත් දරුවෝ පැකිලෙනවා උත්තර දෙන්න. ඉතින් අපි දරුවන්ට නිතරම කතා කරනකොට දරුවන්ට සුරක්ෂිත පරිසරයක් හදලා දෙන්න ඕනේ. කතා කරන්න ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න. ඒත් එක්කම හැම දරුවෙක්වම අපි ඉක්වලි අවස්ථාව දෙන්න ඕනේ කතා කරන්න. ලැජ්ජ දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා, වැඩියෙන් කතා කරන දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා. ඒකට ගුරු විදිහට අපි ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ඕනේ හැමෝටම ඔපචුනිටි එකක් දෙන්න කතා කරන්න. ඒත් එක්කම සමහරකට අපි දැන් කතාව කරගෙන යනවා කියනකො ගස් ගැන මේ කතාව වෙන දිහාවකට යන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි මට හොඳට මතකයි දැන් අපි ඇටයක් ගැනත් පැල කරනවා කියපුවම ඉතින් දරුවෝ මේ ඇටයක් අපේ ගෙදරට ආවේ කොහොමද? එහෙම නැත්නම් එයා අම්මත් එක්ක කඩේ ගිය හැටි. ඇටයක් ගෙන ආපු හැටි, පෝර ගෙන ආපු හැටි මෙන්න මේ වගේ පැත්තකට කතාව යන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි ඒකට ලෑස්ති වෙලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. අපි දරුවන්ට අවස්ථාව දෙන්න සූක්ෂමව ඒ පිළිබඳව කතාව කරගෙන යන්නට. ඒත් එක්කම අපි කතාව අපි දරුවෙක් කතා කරනකොට ඒක පරායාසය ටික වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේ අපිට අවශ්‍ය තේමාවන් තුල ඇතුළට ගොඩාක් දුරට යන්නට. ඒකත් එක්කම අවසානයේදී අපි ඒක සාරාංශගත කරලා සමරයිස් කරලා දරුවන්ට අපිට දෙන්න ඕනේ දැනුම සමරයිස් කරගන්නත් අපි උනන්දු වෙන්නට ඕනේ. ඒත් එක්කම අපිට Ma'am, what is model curiosity and humility?
You model curiosity and humility means you ignite the curiosity in children by asking questions.
Thank you, ma'am. එතකොට අපි දරුවන්ගේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න තියෙන ආශාව වැඩි කරන්නට අපි අවස්ථාව දෙන්නට ඕනේ සහ ඒකට අවශ්‍ය පරිසරය සකස් කරන්නට ඕනේ.
Right. இப்ப இந்த சாக்ரட்டிஸ் மெத்தட் கிளாஸ்ல செய்துட்டு போறதுக்கு ஃபெசிலிட்டேட்டரா ஒரு ஆசிரியரா எங்களுக்கு ஒரு சில டிப்ஸ் தான் மேம் தராங்க. என்னன்னு சொன்னா நீங்க இந்த மெத்தட்ஸை யூஸ் பண்ண முதல்ல நாங்க நல்லா தெரிஞ்சு கொள்ள வேண்டிய விஷயங்கள் தான் இது. பிள்ளைகளுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாதுகாப்பான அதாவது பாதுகாப்புன்னு சொல்றது வந்து இந்த பிள்ளைகள் அவங்கள வெளிப்படுத்தக்கூடிய ஒரு சூழ்நிலையை நாங்க உருவாக்கணும். இந்த என்வாயன்மெண்ட் அங்க இருக்கணும். எல்லாருமே இப்ப ஒரு சில பிள்ளைகள் வந்து வாய் திறந்து பேச சங்கடப்படுவாங்க. அப்ப அந்த பிள்ளைல கூட பேச வைக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு முறைமை எங்கட கையில இருக்கணும். அது முக்கியம். அது இல்லாம எல்லா பிள்ளைகளையுமே பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்றது. அதாவது இப்ப நீங்க ஒரு பிள்ளை பேசுது அப்படின்னு சொன்னா கிளாஸ்ல ரொம்பவே பேசாத பிள்ளை ஒண்ணு பேசுது, பிள்ளையாவே பேசினாலும் அது பிள்ளைன்னு காட்டாம அந்த பிள்ளைய வந்து என்ன சொல்றது தடுக்காம அவரை இன்னும் முயற்சி செய்து அவரை இன்னுமே பேச வைக்கிறது தான் முக்கியம். அப்ப அதனால டக்குன்னு சரி பிழை அப்படின்றது சொல்லாம அந்த பிள்ளையில கிளாஸ்ல வந்து பேலன்ஸ்டா பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண வைக்கணும். அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அது இல்லாம இப்ப ஒரு மரத்தை பத்தி பேசுறதுனால இப்ப மரம் வந்து எப்படி வந்துச்சு, விதையில வந்துச்சு, இப்படி எல்லாம் பேசிட்டு வரும்போது இந்த டாபிக் வந்து வேறொரு கோணத்துக்கு போறது கூட சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. இப்ப நாங்க எங்க வாங்குனீங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்டா ஒரு சிலர் சொல்லுவாங்க, நாங்க மார்க்கெட்ல போயிட்டு பக்கத்துல இருந்துச்சு வாங்கிட்டு வந்தோம். அந்த மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு போற கதைக்கு கூட இதை கொண்டு போக சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. அப்ப நாங்க மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு போகும்போது இது நடந்துச்சு அது நடந்துச்சு, இப்படி டாபிக்ஸ் வந்து டைவர்ட் ஆகிறதுக்கு கூட சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. அப்ப அதுக்கு கூட நாங்க ரெடியா இருக்கணும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாம இந்த டாபிக்ஸ்ல வந்து ஆழமா போய்கொண்டே இருக்கிற நேரத்துல இத வந்து எங்களோட தீம்ஸுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற கருப்பொருட்களை நாங்க கருப்பொருட்களை கொண்டு வர்றதுக்கு மறந்துடக்கூடாது. சரியா? அது கட்டாயம் நாங்க கருப்பொருளை மறந்துடக்கூடாது. இது எங்கேயோ டாபிக்ஸ் எங்கேயோ போகுது, ஆழமா போய்கொண்டே இருக்கு, எங்கேயோ போகுதுன்னு போக விட்டுறாம அந்த நாங்க எந்த குறிக்கோளுக்காக இந்த விஷயத்த கிளாஸுக்குள்ள கொண்டு வந்தோமோ அது சரியா நடக்குதா அப்படின்றதையும் பார்க்கணும். அது இல்லாம நாங்க இடைக்கிட வந்து இதுல ஒரு சமரிய பிள்ளைகளுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கணும். சமரிய கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும் போது அது ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு உதவியா இருக்கும். அது இல்லாம பிள்ளைகளுக்கு வந்து நாங்க இந்த முறைமையை பயன்படுத்துறதுனால அவங்களுக்கு ஆர்வத்தை ரொம்பவே தூண்டுறோம். கேள்வி கேட்க ஆர்வத்தை தூண்டி அவங்கள வந்து மேலும் மேலும் அவங்களோட சிந்தனைகளை வளர்க்கறதுக்கு கூட இந்த மெத்தட்ல உள்ள சில விஷயங்களை நாங்க பாவிக்கலாம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the final thoughts about Socratic. With all these example, tips and guideline on Socratic method of teaching, you are well equipped to conduct your own Socratic classroom. You can do one Socratic classroom in a week. You can put in your lesson plan as today's Socratic class. That means no any writing, no any writing or homework or worksheet, nothing. It's just asking question. But you have to well prepared. What's the theme you want to teach to children? How you probe the questions? What are the questions if the answers getting diverted? So you have to pre-plan and you give that classroom as a Socratic classroom with confidence, okay? Remember, your role as a facilitator is not to have all the answers, but to guide students in uncovering their own insights and understanding. Don't forget to enjoy the journey of exploration and discovery with your students along the way. Sujani ma'am?
Thank you ma'am. දැන් ඔයගලන්ට හොඳ අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා මේ කොහොමද මේ සොක්‍රටික් ක්‍රමය ඔයගලන්ගේ පාසලේ පන්ති කාමරේ කරගෙන යන්නේ කියලා. දැන් මේ සොක්‍රටික් ක්ලාස්රූම් එකක් කරන්න ඔයගලන්ට වර්ක්ෂීට් එහෙම නැත්නම් හෝම්වර්ක් මේවා මොනවත් අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මෙතනදී අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ දරුවන්ගේ තීක්ෂණ බුද්ධිය සහ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අවබෝධය මැනගන්න එකයි දරුවන්ට ප්‍රශ්න අහලා. ඉතින් මේ ක්‍රමේ කරනකොට අමතක කරන්න එපා බොහොම සතුටින් දරුවොත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා දරුවන්ගේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන අදහස් එළියට ගන්න. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලන් මේක හොඳම ක්‍රමයක්. ඇත්තටම දරුවොත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාව ගන්නවා නම් අපිට ගොඩාක් දේවල් දරුවන්ගේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන අදහස් එළියට ගන්නට පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඒකට වෙලාව අරන් මේ ක්‍රමය ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පන්ති කාමරවලත් අත්දැක බලන්න. சுகந்தி.
இப்ப இதுல கடைசி ஒரு தாட்டா மேம் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னு சொன்னா, இந்த சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட்ல வந்து நீங்க வந்து இப்ப பிள்ளைகளோட கேள்வி, அதாவது இப்ப ஒரு கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல வந்து இப்ப வீக்லி ஒரு நாள் கூட நாங்க சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தடுக்கு வைக்கலாம் அப்படின்றதுதான் மேம் ஒரு சஜஷன். அப்ப இந்த ஒரு நாள்ல நீங்க அதை வந்து இது எப்படி இந்த கிளாஸுக்கு கொண்டு போக போறீங்கன்றது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இப்ப நீங்க எடுத்துட்டு போகும்போது இந்த விஷயத்த நீங்க பிள்ளைகளுக்கு கொண்டு போகும்போது நீங்க வந்து அந்த என்வாயன்மெண்ட்டை பிள்ளைகளுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி உருவாக்கி நீங்க தன்னம்பிக்கையோட இருக்கணும். இப்ப பிள்ளைகள் கேள்வி கேட்க போறாங்க, இன்னைக்கு கேள்வி எந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் போக போகுது அப்படின்ற ஒரு உங்க மேல உங்களுக்கு நம்பிக்கை இல்லாம நீங்க ஒரு வேலையை செய்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அது ரொம்பவே குழம்பிடும். அப்ப அதனால நீங்க கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கணும். கட்டாயம் உங்க மேல உங்களுக்கு அந்த வகுப்பறை அந்த சூழலும் அதுக்கு ஒரு நம்பிக்கைய கொடுக்கணும். அது இல்லாம உங்களுக்கு வந்து எல்லா கேள்விக்குமே விட தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும் அப்படின்றது அவசியம் இல்லை. ஆனா பிள்ளைய வந்து சரியான விதத்துல வழி நடத்தணும் அப்படின்றதுதான் முக்கியம். இப்ப இதுல என்ன முக்கியம்னு சொன்னா, நாங்க அந்த பிள்ளையில சரியான எவ்வளவு கேள்வி எவ்வளவு விஷயம் இது பாரதூரமா போனாலும் அந்த பிள்ளையில சரியான முறைக்கு வழி நடத்தி அவங்கள வந்து இந்த ஆய்வுல எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு இந்த ஆய்வுல உள்ளடக்கி அவங்களால புது விஷயங்களை படிச்சு கொள்ள முடியுமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு நாங்க உதவி செய்யறது மட்டுமே இந்த பாடத்துல ரொம்ப முக்கியமா அமைதே தவிர வேற எதுவும் இல்லை. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. This is self-Socratic method, which is useful for you. You can analyze yourself by the self-Socratic method. What is self-Socratic method? Okay. You can write it with a pen and note. You can take one note and you can write it down. What are the fears that keep you stuck? எதுக்காக நீங்க ரொம்ப பயப்படுறீங்க அந்த விஷயத்தை நீங்க எழுதணும். What are the fears that keep you stuck? And what are your self-limiting beliefs? என்னால இவ்வளவுதான்ப்பா முடியும், இதுக்கு மேல முடியாது. அதெல்லாம் என்ன? That is focusing. So you have to write it. This is a self-Socratic method to resolve your problem in yourself. So you can sort it with the self-Socratic method by probing question, asking yourself. So what are the fears that keep you stuck and what are your self-limiting beliefs? First you write it down as a focus. Then you ask the question based on that fears. எங்க இருந்து அந்த fear வந்தது? ஏன் அந்த fear வந்தது? Because what is the origin of these belief? What context did they develop in? அது மூலமா உங்களுக்கு என்ன அந்த ஃபியர்னால உங்களுக்குள்ள என்ன ஆச்சு, என்ன உருவாச்சு, எந்த ஃபீலிங் உங்களுக்கு வந்தது? வாட் பிஹேவியர் பேட்டர்ன் அக்கம்பனி திஸ் பிலீஃப்? அந்த ஃபியர் இருக்கிறதுனால உங்ககிட்ட இருக்க பிஹேவியர் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது. ஏன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது? என்ன பிஹேவியர் வருது? ஆர் தேர் எனி விஷிஷியஸ் சைக்கிள்ஸ்? அது தொடர்ந்து உங்ககிட்ட அது ஒரு ஒரு பேட்டர்னா அது நடந்துட்டே இருக்கா? தட் இஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் பார்ட். Then curiosity, third one. If you mentally take a step back, what perspective are you missing? ஸோ அந்த ஃபியர் எதனால வருது? அதனால நீங்க உங்க வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு ஸ்டெப் பேக், ஏதோ வாழ்க்கையிலயோ ஏதோ ஒரு நிகழ்வுலையோ ஏதோ உறவு முறைகள்லையோ இவங்க கிட்ட பேசினா பிரச்சனை வரும்பா, நான் ஒரு அடி தள்ளி நின்னுக்கிறேன். I don't want to talk with them because the problem will come immediately if I talk something to her. Why it is? Why that fear? உங்களை தோன்ற அளவுக்கு what happened previous? So you can analyze your self situations using this self-Socratic method. So what perspective are you missing? Is there missing context? What are the gaps in that knowledge? So these are some kind of questions based on your focus. Then fourth, summary and synthesis. How can you pull it all together to create a balanced point of view? Then how can you put your new perspective into practice? What do you still need to learn or test? So these four concepts in the self-Socratic method, you can probe any questions inside yourself. If you take any subject you are facing in your life, any critical thinking, any depression you have in your life, you first write it down. So the focus, understand why you have that, curiosity, where it happened, why we had that experience. So then fourth, the summary and synthesis. For example, if you have a fear to learn drive two vehicle, I mean two-wheelers like scooter or something, you have a fear, you can't drive, you have fear, you can't drive. So understand what is the origin of the belief, why you are having that fear, you have to understand and you have to think back. Okay, so the you will get the answer because in your childhood maybe you started to learn the bicycle, you fell down from the bicycle and you got wounded. So that thing is in your mind in depth. So in that belief you have a fear to ride a scooter now in modern era. Then curiosity. What is the gap in that? Because it was happened very long way back ago. But now you are in modern era, you can drive. So there is a gap and there is also the important experiences you have done with that fear came. So you resolve it. Then summary and synthesis. You have to overcome that fear so that you can think, I don't ride bike because I fell down. So you can ask the question, what happen if you start to ride a bike now? What will happen? One, you fell down. or you successfully rode a bike, right? These two things will come out. So why don't you try it? So you come out from the fear and you successfully done riding your bike. So the self-Socratic method will help you in person to understand the feeling and emotions and any unsuccessful things in your mind in depth. You can resolve it by asking questions to yourself, by writing the question and answers in diary or a note. From mind, it has to come to hand. Okay, then only it all resolved. Sujani ma'am?
දැන් ඇය මෙතනදී පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ self socratic method. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි අපේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් කොහොමද මේ socratic ක්‍රමය මගින් විසඳගන්නේ කියලා. දැන් අපේ හිතේ ගොඩක් කලබල කරදර challenges මොන හරි අපිට ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා අපිට කරන්න දෙයක් බය දෙයක් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. ඉතින් මේක අපි හිතෙන්ම බය තියාගෙන අපි ඒක විසඳන්න හැදුවට හරියන්නේ නැහැ කියලා තමයි ඇය කියන්නේ. අපිට පුළුවන් මේක කොලයක ලියලා අපේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට විසඳුමක් හොයාගන්න මේ සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එකේ හැටියට. පළවෙනි පළවෙනි එක විදියට ඇය සඳහන් කරනවා ફોකස් කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපේ ප්‍රශ්නය මොකද්ද? මගේ බය මොකක්ද? මට මේ වැඩේ කරගන්න බැරුව මට තියෙන බය මොකක්ද? ඇයි මට මෙහෙම වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම හිතට ගන්නවා. උදාහරණයක් විදියට අපිට බයිසිකලයක් පදින්න බෑ කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. ඔබට බයිසිකලයක් පදින්න බැරි නම් ඔබට බයිසිකලේ පදින්න බෑ. එතකොට මම ලියනවා මට බයිසිකල් පදින්න බෑ. මම බයිසිකල් පදින්න බයයි. හරි? එහෙම කියලා දැන් ලියනවා. ඊළඟට දෙවෙනි කොටසට අපි යනවා. ඇයි මට බය? What is the origin? ඇයි මට මෙහෙම බය හිතුනේ? මේක මට ඇයි කවදද උනේ? ඇයි මට මේක මොන විදියටද උනේ? මේක කවදද උනේ කියලා අපි මට බය ඇති වෙච්ච එක ගැන අපි තේරුම් ගන්නවා. ඇයි මට මේක කරන්න බැරි? අපි ඒකත් ලියා ගන්නවා. දැන් අපි හිතමු මට මේ පොඩි කාලේ වෙච්ච දෙයක් නිසා මට මේ බයිසිකලේ පදින්න බයයි මාව පොඩි කාලේ වැටලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට එහෙම කියලා අපි ලියා ගන්නවා. ඊළඟට තුන්වෙනි ක්‍රමය තමයි ඔයා හිතන්න ඕනේ දැන් මට පොඩි කාලේනේ බය තිබුණේ. දැනුත් මම තාම බයයිද? ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපෙන්ම අහනවා. මම තාම බයයිද? Is there a missing context? What are the gaps in knowledge? මට තාම පැද්දොත් මම වැටෙයිද? මෙන්න මේ විදිහට අපි අපේ ඇතුළ තුලින් ප්‍රශ්න අහලා අපි ඒ ටික ලියා ගන්නවා. දැන් මම මේකේ කන්ට්‍රෝල් එක ගන්න බැරිද? මෙන්න මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න අපි තුලින් අහනවා. ඊළඟට හතරවෙනි ස්ටෙප් එක විදිහට අපි ලියනවා අපි කොහොමද මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳගන්නේ කියලා. වැඩිම වුණොත් මම වැටේ. වැඩිම එක්ක මම පදින්න ඉගෙන ගනි. ඒක නිසා මම කොහොම හරි මේක කරලා බලනවා. මම වැටෙන්න දැන් බය නැහැ. මම දැන් ලොකුයි. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට අපි මේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තරේ හොයාගන්නවා. ඉතින් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට අපිට එන ඕනම ජීවිතේ බයක් තියෙනවා නම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි මෙන්න ස්ටෙප් බයි ස්ටෙප් කොලයක ලියලා අපි ඔළුවේ තියාගෙන තොත් හරියන්නේ නැහැ. අපි ගොඩක් දුරට ඕනම දෙයක් දැන් බලන්න හිතේ දුකක් තිබ්බොත් ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට ඔක පොඩක් කොලයක ටිකක් ලියාගෙන යනකොට දුක නැති වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියාගත්තොත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලේසි වෙනවා. මේක තමයි අය පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ self socratic method ජීවිතේ ප්‍රශ්න වලින් ජය ගන්න විදිය. சுகந்தி
மிஸ். இப்போ இவ்வளோ நேரம் நீங்க பார்த்தது பிள்ளைகளுக்கு இந்த சாக்ரட்டிஸ் மெத்தடை எப்படி அப்ளை பண்றது அப்படின்றத பத்தி. இப்போ மேம் எங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லி தராங்கன்னா செல்ஃப் சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட் இதை ஒரு ஆசிரியரா ஒரு மனிதனா ஒரு பிரஜையா நம்ம எங்களுக்குள்ளேயும் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றதான் மேம் சொல்றாங்க. இப்போ எங்களுக்குள்ள நாங்க பல பிரச்சனைகள் பல ஆபத்துகள் பல தடைகள் அப்படின்னு பல விஷயங்கள் எங்களுக்குள்ள இருக்கு. இப்ப இதுல எப்படி எங்களுக்கே நாங்க கேள்வி கேட்கறது மூலமா நாங்க பல விஷயங்கள் தடைகளை தாண்டி வாழ்க்கையில முன்னுக்கு போகலாம் அப்படின்றதுதான் இந்த செல்ஃப் சாக்ரட்டிக் மெத்தட். ஏன்னா இப்ப நம்ம ஒரு பிரச்சனை வந்தா அதுக்கு வெளியில முடிவை தேடாம எங்களுக்குள்ளே ஒரு முடிவை தேடுறது அப்படின்னா நீங்க முதல்ல உங்களுக்குள்ள கேள்வி கேட்கணும். இப்ப இதை 4 ஸ்டெப்பா மேம் பிரிச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. முதலாவது ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றது. ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றேன்னா இப்ப எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு மேம் எடுத்தது பைசிக்கல் ஓட்டும் போது ஒரு முறை நீங்க விழுந்துட்டீங்க, சரியா? இப்ப விழுந்துட்டீங்க. ஏன் விழுந்தீங்க? இதனால பைசிக்கல்ல விழுந்துட்டீங்க. இப்ப உங்களுக்கு பயம் மனசுக்குள்ள அப்படியே இருக்குது. இப்ப ஏன் எப்ப சின்னதுல ஒரு நாள் விழுந்துட்டீங்க, அதுதான் உங்களோட ஃபோக்கஸ். இப்ப இதனால நான் பைசிக்கல் ஓட்ட மாட்டேன், என்னால முடியாது அப்படின்றத நீங்க வச்சுட்டே இருக்குறீங்க மனசுல. இப்ப நீங்க உங்களை கேள்வி கேட்கலாம், ஏன் எனக்கு இந்த பைசிக்கல் ஓட்டுறதுக்கு பயம் வந்துச்சு? எந்த வயசுல நான் இதை ஓட்டுனேன்? என்ன மாதிரி நேரத்துல இது நடந்துச்சு, இது என்ன மாதிரி சைக்கிளை நான் ஓட்டுனனால இது நடந்துச்சு, இப்படின்ற மாதிரி பல வகையா கேள்விகள் கேட்கலாம். அப்ப நாங்க அந்த அந்த கேள்விகளை வந்து திரிபுடைய கேள்விகளா கேட்கும் போது அதுலயும் ஒரு பதில் எங்களுக்கு வரும். அது இல்லாம இந்த இந்த பிரச்சனைகளுக்கு ஒரு அடுத்த ஸ்டெப்பா வந்து ஆர்வத்தை தூண்டுறோம். அதாவது நீங்க வந்து என்ன செய்றீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, இப்படியே நான் இருந்தேன்னா இப்படியே விட்டுருவேன். இப்ப நான் சின்ன வயசுல தானே விழுந்தேன், நான் ஏன் திருப்பி ஓட்டி பார்க்க முடியாது கூடாது அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கிறீங்க. அடுத்தது வந்து நீங்க என்ன செய்யலாம்னு சொன்னா, எந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில இந்த விஷயம் நடந்துச்சு, அந்த அந்த சூழ்நிலையை தவிர்த்து நான் சரியா நடந்தேன்னா நான் என் பைசிக்கல்ல இருந்து விழாம இருப்பேனா, அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு ஆர்வத்தை தூண்டி அதுல ஒரு முடிவுக்கு வாரீங்க. சமரியா என்னால பைசிக்கலை ஓட்ட முடியும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு முடிவுக்கு வாரீங்க எப்படின்னு சொன்னா, இது எல்லாத்தையும் இந்த அனுபவங்கள் இந்த கேள்விகள் நீங்க கேட்ட கேள்வி எல்லாத்தையும் ஒன்றிணைச்சு நீங்க வந்து எப்படி ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில விழுந்தீங்களோ, அது வந்து இப்ப நீங்க பெரிய ஆள் ஆகிட்டீங்க, அப்ப அதனால உங்களுக்கு பைக்கை நல்லபடியா ஹேண்டில் பண்ண தெரியும், நான் அதை வந்து சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி கொள்ளுவேன், சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி இதை நான் வந்து சரியா மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுவேன், அப்ப எனக்கு இதை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணி கொள்ள முடியும். அதாவது நான் வந்து இதை வந்து கல்பாறையில ஓட்டாம நான் ஒரு சரியான விதத்துல இதை ஓட்டுவேன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சில சில முடிவுகளுக்கு உங்களுக்குள்ளே நீங்க கேள்விகள் கேட்கறது மூலமா நீங்க முடிவுகளுக்கு வந்து சில எங்களுக்குள்ளே உள்ள பல பிரச்சனைகளுக்கு முடிவை கொண்டு வந்து முன்னுக்கு போகலாம் அப்படின்றதுதான் இந்த ஸ்லைட்ல நாங்க படிச்சது. தேங்க்யூ மேம். மேம் யூ ஆர் மியூட்டட்.
Now we are seeing the e-resources. These are some Socratic method and you can use it for teaching practices also. All categories will be available here. This is one kind of blog. And this is facilitated instructions in the Socratic method. So here the lot of PDF are available. Okay, you can click it down and download the PDF and you can learn it at your free time. It's all free resources. You can use it.
ඔගලන්ට මෙතන තියෙනවා රිසෝසස් තවදුරටත් ඔගලන්ට දැන් අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට දැන් අද තේරුම් නැත්නම් අපිට තව ටිකක් කියවලා ඉගෙන ගන්න අවශ්‍ය නම් අපිට මේ රිසෝස් එකක් දෙනවා මේ මෙතන මේක ස්ක්‍රීන්ෂොට් එකක් ගහලා තියාගන්න catherinecadwell.com කියන වෙබ්සයිට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් බලා ගන්න තව තව රිසෝසස් තියෙනවා මොකද්ද මේ සොක්‍රටික් ක්‍රමය මේක කොහොමද දරුවන්ට දෙන්නේ මේ විදිහට හැමදේම තියෙනවා ඔයගලන්ට තව තවත් දැනගන්න ඕන නම් මෙතෙන්ට ගිහිල්ලා තව තව ඉගෙන ගන්නට පුළුවන්.
There are so many other things also available for emotional learning material activities and soft skill lessons. So basically the important thing is Socratic. The detailed explanations will be given in all these PDF. Okay, and also you can see at the right side the Socrates version. Quote, I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. So this is the famous quote by Socrates.
இதுல மேம் உங்களுக்கு காட்டிக்கொண்டிருக்கிறது ரிசோர்சஸ். இப்ப இதை பத்தின இந்த சாக்ரட்டிஸ் மெத்தடை பத்தி நீங்க இன்னும் படிக்க விரும்பினா மேம் காட்டுற இந்த எல்லா ரிசோர்சஸுமே மோஸ்ட்லி ஃப்ரீ அப்படின்னு தான் மேம் சொன்னாங்க. அப்போ உங்களுக்கு டவுன்லோட் பண்றதுக்கு பிடிஎஃபா டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளவும் முடியும். இப்ப நீங்க இந்த வீடியோவை திருப்பி பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னாலும் இந்த வெப்சைட் எல்லாமே நீங்க பார்த்து எழுதி கொள்ளலாம். அப்படி இல்லாட்டி ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் ஒன்று சரி எடுத்து உங்களுக்கு ப்ரௌஸ் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதை பத்தின இன்னும் பல விஷயங்களை நீங்க படிச்சு கொள்ளலாம். தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
Yes. See, this is in kindergarten. Please watch it carefully. Socratic method of teaching in kindergarten. I think the Wi-Fi is slow. Is it visible?
Visible, ma'am, but it's
But
kind of
loading. Loading.
yeah.
Still loading. Yes. Don't know why it's stuck. Okay, we can go for next. Then we will come back again for this. Okay, let me check my connection once again and come back.
I work in social media, so that
Yeah,
means I'm always
it's
writing.
connected.
But now my writing is all done.
This video only, not. Okay.
Shall I share it for you?
Yeah, you can play
Hello
it
and
if
welcome
you,
to our video
this
on the
is,
Socratic method.
Yeah.
Developed by the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, this method remains a powerful tool for critical thinking and intellectual inquiry today. At its core, the Socratic method involves asking a series of questions to lead students to a deeper understanding of a subject. Socrates believed that by questioning our assumptions and beliefs, we could uncover deeper truths and gain a better understanding of ourselves and the world around us. One of the key principles of the Socratic method is intellectual humility. Socrates believed that true wisdom comes from recognizing our own ignorance and being open to the perspectives and ideas of others. By admitting that we don't know everything and being willing to learn from others, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of the world around us. Another principle of the Socratic method is critical thinking. Socrates believed that by questioning our assumptions and beliefs, we could uncover deeper truths and gain a better understanding of the world around us. By asking probing questions and challenging our own assumptions, we can develop a more nuanced and sophisticated understanding of a subject. A third principle of the Socratic method is self-awareness. Socrates believed that we should strive to know ourselves and understand our own motivations and desires. By understanding ourselves better, we can make more informed decisions and live a more fulfilling life. The Socratic method has many applications in modern education and business settings. In classrooms, the Socratic method is often used to promote deeper understanding and encourage critical thinking. Teachers use questioning techniques to lead students to a deeper understanding of a subject, challenge their assumptions, and encourage open-mindedness and inquiry. In business settings, the Socratic method is often used to promote creative thinking and innovation. Leaders use questioning techniques to challenge assumptions, encourage alternative perspectives and ideas, and foster a culture of open-mindedness and inquiry. But the benefits of the Socratic method go far beyond education and business. By cultivating intellectual humility, critical thinking, and self-awareness, we can lead a more fulfilling life and make more informed decisions. We can develop a more nuanced and sophisticated understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and make more meaningful connections with others. So how can you apply the principles of the Socratic method in your own life? Start by questioning your assumptions and beliefs. Ask yourself why you believe what you believe, and challenge your own assumptions. Be open to alternative perspectives and ideas, and cultivate intellectual humility by recognizing your own ignorance. Next, strive to develop your critical thinking skills. Ask probing questions and consider alternative perspectives and ideas. Look for evidence to support your beliefs, and be willing to revise your beliefs in light of new evidence. Finally, work on developing your self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your own motivations and desires, and strive to understand yourself better. By understanding yourself better, you can make more informed decisions and live a more fulfilling life. In conclusion, the Socratic method remains a powerful tool for critical thinking and intellectual inquiry today. By questioning our assumptions, cultivating intellectual humility, and developing our critical thinking skills and self-awareness.
If you're someone who procrastinates a lot, no.
That is the detailed Socratic method in lesson, students, and within ourselves. Okay.
Why do you think we have to take a bath? You're dirty, and what does a bathtub do? It cleans myself. Yeah, what in the bathtub cleans you? Water. Water, and what else? Dope. And dope. Very good. So why do we have to take a bath? We're good. We're dirty. Good job.
Can you get the topic? The child is asking why we take a bath. Okay, that is the question leads to we take a bath because we are dirty to clean ourselves. And the teacher is asking, what are the things you use to clean the dirty? He said, water. Along with water, what else? Then the question leads to the child to tell it's a soap. So finally, the question will be, why do we take a bath? The bath is to clean ourselves from dirty. Sucharina, do you want to translate or is it okay?
No, ma'am, they will get the idea. So
Yes.
it's
So
easy.
that is the idea of asking question.
Yeah.
Okay. This is some Socratic seminar in kindergarten school. So there is a book.
Maurice, Carter, how many did Maurice have?
Yeah, here the set of children are sitting along with the teacher and the class is Socratic class. Okay, the teacher wrote the rules at the beginning of the class started. So, okay, did you see that? Socratic seminar, there are 4 rules. Ask at least 2 questions. The rules, you have to fix it. You have to ask at least 2 questions and look at the person talking. The child has to ask 2 questions to the friend and listen the answer. What are the answers given from the friend for the 2 questions? And count your partner's questions. So the child has to count how many questions are asked. So these are 4 rules. You have to write it down. Beginning of the Socratic. You can call it as an Socratic seminar. So the child can get to know what is seminar. What is the concept of seminar in kindergarten itself. So they ask the questions, they get the answers. So you observe what are the questions the children are asking and how the answers to be replied for those questions. Okay, as a teacher, you have to observe all those things. So this is happening in some schools, the Socratic seminar in kindergarten, one class in a week. it should be called as Socratic seminar. So this is happening in other schools. If you want, you can adapt to your school for one class. It's very useful and it will ignite the curiosity and thinking ability. Okay? Yeah, one more thing. Rules of Socratic seminar. These are the rules. You have to fix some rules before you have started the Socratic seminar in your classroom. See, the child have to talk to each other, not to the teacher. Use the text to support your ideas. If they want, they can write it down and read it out. Ask a lot of questions. Then, so where does it comes? Yes. So these are some rules you can fix to your Socratic seminar classroom. Yes, that's all. You can paste this link and you can watch it later. You can get an idea, detailed idea and glimpse of it. What is Socratic method and how can we use it in our classroom? At least you can use one class in a week as a Socratic seminar to start a debate or encourage the discuss among with the children along with you. You can guide it, but let them ask the question and get the answers by themselves. Okay. Sujani ma'am, do you want to convey this?
I think they got the idea,
Yeah,
ma'am.
they
So,
got
but
the idea.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can leave the feedback here. Yes.
Actually, ma'am, even though we ask questions from children in our classrooms, actually today we all got the idea and how to do it properly. Actually, just think and aware of it. Right? Thank you so much for the lovely lesson. අපි හැමදාමත් දරුවන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා. අපි පන්ති කවයක් වෙලාවට දරුවන්ගෙන් ගොඩාක් ප්‍රශ්න අහනවා. හැබැයි මං හිතන්නේ අපිට අද හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ලැබුණා මේ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනේ කොයි විදිහටද අපි මොනවද ක්‍රම භාවිතා කරන්න ඕනේ ප්‍රශ්නයෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයට අපි කොහොමද යන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ අපි කොහොමද ප්‍රශ්නය සම්රයිස් කරන්න දෙන්නේ මේ පිළිබඳව ඕගලන්ට මේ සොක්‍රටික් මෙතඩ් එක තුලින් හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ලැබෙන්න ඇති කියලා හිතනවා. ඉතින් අපි නතිය මහත්මියට ගොඩාක් ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. අපිට හැමදාමත් අලුතෙන් අලුත් දෙයක් ලබා දෙනවා, අලුත් දැනුමක් ලබා දෙනවා. මෑම් thank you so much for your valuable contribution. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I thank Kamalakoda sir for giving this topic. So due to him, I learned what is Socratic method, and I am very much surprised these methods are used in some other countries effectively in one classroom in their kindergarten itself. So I'm not aware of it. So I thank Kamalakoda sir to make this awareness among us. So we will travel along with Kamalkoda sir to learn some new topics which were unaware by ourselves. So, but it was using in all other international countries in all the schools internationally. So we are familiar with that updated concepts and we will use in our classrooms, at least in one class. Thank you, sir, for giving these tough topics to get to know what is happening around the world. Thank you, Suganti ma'am and Sujani ma'am for translating the hard, complex subjects into simple. I tried my level best to deliver this content to you very easily and effectively. I hope it reach you all with clear crystal knowledge.
Yeah,
Thank you.
ma'am, we got it. Those complex words, anyway, it's really hard to find. Even the singular meaning, even the real singular meaning is really hard to understand because we never talk those words. That is in written language, and if we say that
Yes,
word,
yes,
teachers
yes.
will never understand. It's better to use that in English only. So
But
that
you have to write 2 or 3 vocabulary, because in that humility means panivu, that obedient. And that
okay.
if it is a nuance, they told no, that nuanced. That nuanced means minute detail in the classes.
Hmm.
So for that thing, these words are using.
Yeah.
So we have to learn new words.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
The
Thank you so much.
vocabulary will help.
Gandhi.
Thank you, Suganti ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes.
Really wonderful session. உண்மையாவே இவ்வளவு நாள் கேள்விகள் கேட்டு படிப்பீங்கன்னு சொன்னதுக்கு வந்து அதை எப்படி கேட்கணும், என்ன கட்டுப்பாடுகள் இருக்கு, அதை எப்படி நாம கொண்டு போகணும் அப்படின்றது இன்னைய லெசன் மூலமா உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சரியான ஒரு கைடன்ஸா இருந்திருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நான் நம்புறேன். ஏன்னா மேம் வந்து அதை நல்ல வடிவா எங்களுக்கு அதை சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. நாங்க உண்மையாவே கேள்வி கேட்டு படிப்பிக்கிறதுன்னு நானும் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கேன். பட் இன்னைக்கு தான் அந்த கேள்வி எவ்வளவு தூரம் கேட்கணும், அதை வந்து எவ்வளவு நான் நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். உண்மையாவே நானே ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்டா எடுத்தேன், ஒரு டீச்சரா பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா நான் நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன் ஓகே கேள்வி கேட்டுக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க, அதுக்கு பதில் நாம அதை வளர்த்து வளர்த்து கொண்டு போகணும் அப்படின்னு. பட் அதுக்கு என்னென்ன கண்ட்ரோல் இருக்கு, அது எவ்வளவு தூரத்துக்கு நாங்க எஃபெக்டிவா கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு டீமுக்கு கீழே கொண்டு போகணும் அப்படின்றத சரியா இன்னைக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்தேங்க நதியா மேம்க்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இந்த செஷனை முடிப்போம். Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you for everyone who are actively answering through Google, that YouTube, and also in Zoom. They are actively answering all my questions in comment box. Thank you so much. Good night, and we will see you all in new topic in next lecture series. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good night,
Good night.
everyone. Good night. Thank you, Sugandhi.